Hi guys, it's Jacob from Stringbuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being the music journalism site, links it in the description down below. And we have a brand new song review for you today, and it's of Betraying the Martyrs' latest track, Lost for Words. So I'm going to refer to the original article for this one just because it's more precise, and it's going to be difficult to put all my thoughts and feelings into something which I'm just coming up with on the spot. So I'd rather be, like I said, a bit more precise about this review. So when I listened to their prior release, Won't Back Down, I was actually surprised in how different they sounded, despite the genre being quite one-dimensional at the moment. But hearing this track, I might have to take back that statement. Yeah, this track isn't very good, I'm afraid. Everything from the cheesy lyrics to the corny production just makes me cringe my face into some pretty disappointed wrinkles. The dynamics between the two singers were predictable and cliche too, with nothing innovative really being added throughout the whole track between them both. And this is going to need some serious breakdown for me to really get into it, and I don't mean in the metal way. The track's production is really eye-rolling, the guitars are too thick and lack coverage on the high end, the drums' large amount of reverb made me think back to some awful Def Leppard albums. The bass, well, there isn't actually much bass you can actually hear in this track, and the backing instrumental synths/strings didn't really add much outside of covering a few holes in the stereo field. The vocals sound okay without too much tampering, they still sound somewhat organic, but in parts they did come across a little too loud, dwarfing the rest of the mix around them. Musicality-wise, the song is dire to say the least. The whole song is very slow with the exception of one blast beat section, and it just lumbers on and on. There are no riffs, the breakdown is weak, the vocal melodies are non-existent but rather just pitch at one note and stay there. There isn't much diversity between the guitars, the breakdown is dull and inspiring, and it's difficult to find some redeemable qualities when it comes to the musicality of this track. The instrumentals are so dumbed down that I really struggle to comment on them. It's literally 3 power chords in different routines for each section. I mean, it must be open fret 1, 3, and just, that's what we're going for here. Lyrically, the song is woeful and each syllable sounding more pandering than the last. I got a real Bullet for My Valentine vibe when listening to the singers croon on about themes that are just so darn cliche. So all in all, this track is a huge step down from the last one I heard. In fact, after listening the way that they used atmospheric track effects in this track, it makes me think less of the last one, as they've practically used it exactly the same. After hearing only 2 of their tracks, it does put into my head that perhaps this group do this quite often. You don't want to give that impression to a casual consumer. Luckily, I'm a reviewer, so I'm going to actually review many more of their tracks, so my understanding as a group might begin to mature a little bit, and they might, begin to excite me again. But if these are the 2 tracks that I've listened to from this group, I might think Won't Back Down is definitely a lot better. But I would think that perhaps they're a bit one-dimensional, and they use the same points too often. They use the same musical, cliches and trends way too often. So I'm giving this one a G rating of 3 out of 10, the same as the Simple Plan review, which I actually forgot to put the rating on that one, but still, 3 out of 10 for me. Leave a like if you enjoyed this review, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye-bye.